Line looks good. Courtesy Ford Manor with 2 sires. Producer off and racing. Away to a fair line. Ozil went back just after the start. Hesaholo's gone back to last. And Scott Bass is back with it as well. Joyfully has begun quickly. Melody Belle is right there, and Hard Merchandise going forward, as to Mighty Power inside of those. Then Star Treasure. Divine Power is the next, a bit better than midfield. Ozil over on the outside of that. And Melody Belle's out a little bit wider. Back over on the inside then, as they run on down the back of the track, is going to be Summer Monsoon. They've got about 900 metres to go. And then the next one is going to be over on the outside, Irish Flame. Just in front of that was Nothing on Me as they run down the side of the course. And then we have Scott Pace, Beldenord last over on the inside, and Hesaholo in the middle of those. 600 metres to go in the sires. Hard Merchandise, Joyfully are the first 2. And then Mighty Power over on the inside. Star Treasure goes forward, as to does Swing Note around the outside. And behind these, Ozil, Melody Belle getting up and behind them, as they're about to swing and go for home now at the 350 metres, and running down towards the money line here. Hard Merchandise the leader, Joyfully, Melody Belle in the middle of them, Star Treasure out wider, Beldenord starting to finish off pretty strongly over on the inside. Joyfully, Melody Belle, and Beldenord over on the inside. It's Melody Belle in front, and Melody Belle, too good, wins the sires. He loved it on the line. Melody Belle, Michael McNabb, you won't see a celebratory salute like this for a while. It went on and on. He loved it, and why wouldn't he? She was brilliant here.
Yeah, I'm with Stephen Orchard, and I look around me and I think to myself, this is what racing's all about, getting big groups involved and special experiences.
Definitely is. I think there's about 40 of them in it, and some of them only own a couple of percent. But it doesn't matter, they've won $1 million race and now a Group 1 race.
You got one, never?
Oh, mate, I don't even know what to say. And now I'm jumped off it at the winning post. What a little horse. Thanks heaps to John Galvin for putting me on, and it's a big thrill.
The Tarzino Trophy. All in. Stand by. Racing. She caught them in a great line here. Under the Moonlight, 7th upper back just after the start with Scott Bass. Now Ocean Emperor began well. Melody Belle's landing right there. Francoletta the inside, and John Snow's been sent forward. Windspell behind them. High Flyer over on the inside of those runners. And around them, Authentic Paddy. Start wandering the next around. Scott Bass and our Aberdeen as they kick it along past the 1,000. Then we have Savvy Cope, who's next over on the inside as they work to the end of the back of the track. Sensible Princess in company with her. 7th up behind them Under the Moonlight. And Son of a Her at the 800 metres. Last of all, Ocean Emperor and Sean Mackay, the leaders, coming down the side of the course in the Tarzino. From John Snow, who was second. Authentic Paddy around Melody Belle. And Francoletta's had the gun run. And then Start Wandering with High Flyer behind these as they near towards the home corner. Windspell in the middle. Scott Bass desperate to get out. Starting to now as they swing and go. Then Sensible Princess back behind them, 7th up, and Savvy Cope, Ocean Emperor, John Snow, Melody Belle after these runners, our Aberdeen, right up against the inside with Francoletta, High Flyer, starting to let go, Melody Belle in front, High Flyer comes after it, our Aberdeen over on the inside, Melody Belle, High Flyer, and our Aberdeen, Melody Belle, she is so tough, Melody Belle, she's too good, they all had a shot at her.
Shafika, fantastic win. She's got to be your favourite horse at the stable now, hasn't she?
Yeah, she is. I can't say much about her. She is superstar, you know. She is high-class horse.
It's a very emotional win, and very proud of the team.
But on a personal note, we talked about the Fox Group being the first Group 2 and the first big one. A Group 1 on your own account, how does that feel?
Terrific.
Yeah.
Couldn't be happier. So onwards and upwards. Hopefully it won't go like this forever, but we'll keep our fingers crossed it does for a little bit longer.
Favourite out of the inside draw, Melody Belle, racing. Off in the Windsor Park, and our Aberdeen went back. Scott Base went back, and 7th Up went back. Melody Belle sprung the gates well. Contessa Vanessa goes fast over on the outside. Livermore right there, close up right there. Sensible Princess going around them. Windspell one off. Shadows cast the inside, and Ocean Emperor's on the improve. High Flyer midfield behind those. One off around Scott Base. Francoletta's the next. Then Savvy Cope. We're followed through then by 7th Up, and our Aberdeen is the last of them. The field for the Windsor Park Plate, scream on down the back at the 1,000 metres here. Contessa Vanessa is just in front. Sensible Princess is second, and Lizzie Livermore on the outside of Melody Belle. Shafiq's giving her a gorgeous run. They get to the 850 metres, and then Ocean Emperor, he's had to work hard 3 wide. Behind those, shadows cast inside of runners as they come on down the side of the course. The outside of that is close up. Windspell and the pink is the next one. They're followed around by Scott Base. High Flyer, Savvy Cope getting in between runners around Francoletta, and then 7th Up and our Aberdeen as the Windsor Park run the corner now. They've got 400 metres to go. Sensible Princess over on the outside, on the inside Contessa Vanessa, and look at Melody Belle join the party now. Oh, she's right in the conversation here, put a couple of lengths on them. High Flyer close up, 7th Up run on with Windspell, and then Savvy Cope, but Melody Belle in front. Savvy Cope gets to second, but she has been way too good. That'll answer a few questions. Will she run the mile? Twice if you wanted to. Melody Belle, class performance here.
Something about her now, she's got that swagger about her, doesn't she?
Yeah, she loves it. She knows she's good. Just, as you say, got that real swagger about her. She prances around like she knows she's pretty good. So, just a dream result, really, Aidan. I can't thank Dave and Mark enough for the opportunity that they've given me.
Let's bring it on. Gates open, they're off. Caught them beautifully, and out wide Drossen won the race for the lead. True Excelsior goes forward. Bostonian's right there. You go for Scolo. He's going to amble up into about 3rd spot as they settle. Then Melody Belle, she'll settle 5th. Followed on the inside by Magnum, Stratocaster, then High Flyer. Volpe Veloce's back second to last here, and with it on the inside is Watch This Space. 900 metres to go, and the pacemaker here is the visiting Aussie. True Excelsior leads by a length and a half from Drossen second, and are not breaking any records here as well. 3rd over on the inside is Hugo Fiscola, inclined to over race. Bostonian's in a nice spot 4th, and then followed round by Magnum. Melody Belle came next, and out 3 wide Stratocaster. 2 back to High Flyer, followed by Volpe Veloce, and last is Watch This Space. The BCD Group Sprint, they head towards a home turn. 500 metres left to go. It's True Excelsior from Drossen, who's poised to pounce. Coming round wider, Bostonian. Melody Belle tracks it through. Then Magnum over on the inside. Hugo Fiscolo. Stratocaster's out deeper. Bostonian out wide. Swept to the lead at the 250. Volpe Veloce starting to run on from the back in the field. Drossen is still there as well. Then came True Excelsior and Melody Belle poking through late. It's Bostonian in front from giving up off the ground. Drossen, and look at Melody Belle fly at the line. Melody Belle's won it for Troy Harris. A typical Troy Harris ride gets the Group 1.
Troy, congratulations. How does that feel?
Awesome. Thrilled to ride for Tiako and Fortuna. They just give me the opportunity. As you all probably know, I've done my apprenticeship with them, so they've been good to me now. I'm just wrapped.
Now we're set. Happy, gates are back, they're off. Boots and all was back at the get-go, as to more wonder the 3-year-old. Ladies first went back as well. Consensus began very quickly. The Aussie-English drama right there, Bostonian, Shadows Cast and Volpe Veloce. And then Melody Belle, she's behind the speed today around Flamingo. And Choice Attitude, the inside to Windspell and the Grave on Tunzelman. 3-year-old More Wonder goes forward. Superior Boots and all behind them. And 2 lengths Ladies first is the last one. How do we farm Wait for Age? Group 1 Classic down the back of the track, and they've got 1,000 metres to go, and Consensus running them here. From Endless Drama second, Bostonian is on a very nice rein 3rd. Volpe Veloce behind those. Melody Belle getting around. Shadows Cast now. The 3-year-old More Wonder has the favourites back. Windspell over on the inside here of Flamingo. Boots and all looking to take off. Choice Attitude Ladies first behind these as they come down the side from Von Tunzelman, and Superior's looking to circle them after the Haunui Farm 600 in the Classic as they run towards the home corner here, and Consensus just in front. Endless Drama, Bostonian, and Melody Belle is joining those. Windspell took a shortcut on the inside. Shadows Cast, More Wonder behind these. They run for the money line here. Bostonian, Melody Belle out wide though. She's ranged up and hit the lead. Windspell on the inside. Consensus fighting hard. More Wonder and Shadows Cast. It is Melody Belle in front with 150 metres to go. Windspell finishing hard. Consensus having another go. But here it is. 5 Group 1s for the Glamour Girl, and Melody Belle wins. She is the best in NZ, no doubt in the school.
How does that one feel?
It's actually quite enjoyed winning that because it's only Group 1 I haven't won in New Zealand, and to get the whole lot now, so I'm quite proud.
Exactly, to get the full house, it's something you have strived for, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So I haven't ridden it a lot because it always clashes with Mare, but to be on a quality mare like her, I know I was in for a big chance.
This is it. Let's bring it on. Gates open. They're off in the Bonecrusher New Zealand Stakes. Saint Emilion makes a beeline towards the lead. So does Shadows Cast, and right there also along the very inside, Authentic Paddy kicks up. Vinda Dance is right there from On the Rocks, and then Melody Belle. Back over on the inside is Rondinella as they keep her well away from the rail. Back in behind those next is Farm Boy. Melody Belle will settle back third last. Dance on her quarters, and a length away Elusive Treasure is last. They swing out into the back nearing the 1600 metres, and last year's winner Saint Emilion. He shows the way by 2 from Authentic Paddy. Vinda Dance is third. Shadows Cast fourth, and now Farm Boy being caught wide, sent forward now to sit up in second spot. Rondinella's back midfield with Melody Belle, 2 lengths away On the Rocks. Dance, and last is Elusive Treasure as they're about to put the 1200 metres mark behind them in the Bonecrusher New Zealand Stakes, spread out over 9 lengths. And it's Saint Emilion the leader, leads by 1 length from Farm Boy. Authentic Paddy is third on the inside of Shadows Cast, 2 lengths away Rondinella. Right with it is Vinda Dance as they top the rise, 1,000 to run. Race favourite Melody Belle's back fourth last, alongside of her Dance On the Rocks, and poking up on the inside Elusive Treasure. They compress ranks at the 800 metres. There is 7 lengths first to last. It's Saint Emilion the leader, leads by 3/4 from Farm Boy, and out 3 wide Shadows Cast, poking up on the inside Authentic Paddy. Vinda Dance is next, and now Melody Belle, she's only 3 lengths off the leaders. Dance works round out wide from On the Rocks. Further back in the field here is Rondinella, and back with them Elusive Treasure. They come towards a home turn, 500 metres to go. They swing in. Authentic Paddy took the shortcut home. Now out wide Melody Belle and Dance. These 2 wonderful mares go to war at the 300. It's Melody Belle a length clear from Dance. 4 lengths away Rondinella, then came further back On the Rocks and Authentic Paddy. A 2-horse war at the 100 metres. Melody Belle, Dance on the outside. Melody Belle's kicking. Dance can't quite get her. Melody Belle, that's 5 Group 1s this season, and another one for you know who, the bloke on top.
Wasn't that the fight that we came to see? Dance and your glamour mare Melody Belle. How proud of you are you, Jamie?
Awesome. I sort of said to the boys during the week when they came down that it's going to be good to see 2, really good mares go toe-to-toe, and thankfully we've come out on top. But full credit to the horse and the staff at home and the jockey. They've done a terrific job, and she goes to the paddock, hopefully horse of the year.
And the line looks pretty right now. This is it. Racing in the Tarzino, away they go. Now More Wonder went back, Dark Princess went back, Melody Belle went back as well, with Dance, and Sleeping Beauty. Deerfield scooted out of the gates. The 3-year-old filly, Loon, and Shadows Cast by Amarula right there, Alina Baby. Come back and He Can Fly, Endless Drama, wider works forward. Windspell one off behind those runners, Santa Monica, and then the Bandito. G-Pace is good, he likes to lead. That one is midfield. The next one then is going to be Sleeping Beauty around More Wonder, Melody Belle around Dance, and the last is Dark Princess. Here it is, the Tarzino after the 800 metres, and 15 or 18 lengths over them. And here Deerfield from Shadows Cast, Loon and Helena Baby is fourth, Amarula is fifth, and then come back to Windspell. Endless Drama coming around them wider now. Santa Monica behind these runners, the Bandito, He Can Fly, More Wonder trying to get off the fence. Melody Belle a little way off them, but travels well before the home corner. Sleeping Beauty, Dance, and Dark Princess Princess. They run down to the 350 metres here in the Tarzino, and Shadows Cast, Helena Baby after it over on the outside. Comebacks after these. Wind spells wider out. Melody Belle, she's starting to charge home as well. Wind spell going after Helena Baby, but here she comes. Melody Belle. Melody Belle wins it. Class performance. Wow, she's back. She is brilliant this week, girl. But how pumped that man riding?
He's pretty pumped here beside me, Michael. That is a Group 1 on a wonderful, classy race now. How's it feeling?
Oh, unreal. The work that's been put in, and just this horse, like, and the whole Te Akau team. I had a good feeling.
And is in. Stand by for the start. We're ready and racing in the Windsor Park Plate. Now, Windspell was a bit slow out of the machine, has gone back with Atlanta Peach. More Wonder went back with Dark Princess. Vigor Winner and Shadows Cast began quickly. Crown Prosecutor is right with these, as to Cut a Deal, Mongolian Marshal, and she is sixth on the outside. Melody Belle going through between runners, and then 2 lengths, Hello It's Me. 2 to Sultan of Swing, 1,200 metres to go. Back behind that, Dark Princess. More Wonder the outside, 1.5 Windspell on the inside of Atlanta Peach, and they are going at it here. 1,000 metres to travel, and Vigor Winner from Shadows Cast the inside. Crown Prosecutor, he pulled out of that in the finish. Craig Grills as they run to the end of the back of the track, and then we have the next is Cut a Deal. Behind those, Mongolian Marshal. Melody Belle just biding her time behind those. Hello It's Me is the next to Dark Princess as they work across the top, and then we have the next is More Wonder. Back on the inside is Windspell as they run towards the home corner, and Atlanta Peach was the last one. They come to the turn now, 500 metres to go, and Shadows Cast and Vigor Winner. Cut a Deal on the outside, and now we've got Melody Belle. He's releasing her in the centre. She canned it up to them now. Melody Belle a length and a half in front. Mongolian Marshal runs on. Shadows Cast, Sultan of Swing, and Windspell. But have a look at the darling of New Zealand turf, and Melody Belle does the double. She'll get it by about 3 lengths at the line. As per the script, this was easy.
What makes her so good in your opinion?
She's just got that will to win and just doesn't know when to say never. So every time you go out, she gives you 110%. And if she does run a bad race, there's obviously something wrong.
Now we're racing, they're off in the Livermore. Jackstar a little bit slow to begin. Mongolian Marshal and Athena Baby. Melody Belle's away well near the inside. More Wonder behind those. Peso goes forward, and Mauna Kea is starting to go forward as well as they get down to us with the circuit to make. Dolcetto is the next around Atlanta Peach. Fiscal Fantasy trying to slot in and couldn't around Crown Prosecutor, and Jackstar the inside of the 1,600 metres. Vernon Me is second to last, and Sentimental Miss is the last one. Peso getting to the lead. Mauna Kea about to take it on. Boston getting off the fence here. Well, trying to. They don't want to let him, but he may be off the fence here on the mare, of course. So as they head to the back, Mauna Kea leads now by 3 lengths, 4 lengths on Peso. More Wonder is the next to Athena Baby. Dolcetto wider. Then we have Mongolian Marshal. Melody Belle, she's off the fence. Fiscal Fantasy wider out, and Atlanta Peach goes through on the inside as they travel to the 1,000 metres in the Livermore. Then we have Crown Prosecutor, Vernon Me, back behind those Jackstar, and the grey is last, the Oaks winner, Sentimental Miss. Mauna Kea, the Taranaki Galloper, runs to the end of the back of the track. Peso, the local, goes up to eyeball it now and put more pressure on it and strides to the front here. Then Athena Baby, and on the outside, More Wonder. Fiscal Fantasy's the next. Then Mongolian Marshal, Dolcetto. She's starting to peel around them now. Melody Belle starting to come forward. Atlanta Peach, Vernon Me, and then Crown Prosecutor, Jack Star and Sentimental Miss. They run the corner in the Livermore, and Peso, Athena Baby over on the outside. Here she comes, Melody Belle. Opie Bosson's about to release her. Peso's fighting hard on the inside, but she's got the front now. Melody Belle from Peso, and they get right away from Crown Prosecutor. Here it comes, 9 Group 1 wins, and she is going to be dancing to her destiny. Melody Belle wins the first ever Triple Crown. She's done it, creating history. She wins the Triple Crown, the first ever to do it, and she did it brilliantly.
She's such a darling. Like, I got bumped around a little bit the first half of the race, and I ended up getting her out of trouble, and she just cruised into it. I just love her. She just keeps coming up underneath you. She's just a darling.
David Ellis, for your stable, for Jamie Richards, for this scream that we're hearing around the course, what does that mean to you?
Oh, it's the thrill of a lifetime to buy a mare and see her win the Cracker Million and then train on each year to be better and better. And we bought this filly, this mare at New Zealand Bloodstock's premier sale, and it's just great the way it's worked out, and Jamie Richards has done an incredible job training this filly to win all these races, and it's one of the great days that I've had on a race course.
Centre up. Field of 16. Ready to gallop. And away they go. Spanish Whisper from the centre jumped away quickly. Miss Siska over towards the inside running rail. Shows out with Amphitrite and Spanish Reef early. Then Aristia, Spanish Whisper wider. Next Savatiano, who's 4 deep, looking to find a position. Then Baccarat Baby. Pahudakar was getting close to the fence. The outer of Naivasha. They were followed next by Princess Jenny as they sought out their positions from Noir Natoya. Melody Belle 2/3 down the field and deep. 2 lengths Angelic Ruler, Invincibella and Fidelia is at the end. So the leader is Miss Siska narrowly as they continue their journey towards the 900 metres from Savatiano, Amphitrite, and then came Aristia for the fence. Next is Spanish Whisper, a length and a half Spanish Reef, and then Baccarat Baby. Pahudakar was 6 off the lead. Next Naivasha at the 800 marker. Further back in the field, Princess Jenny, 2 lengths Melody Belle. Then came Noir Natoya, Invincibella. Well back in the field, Angelic Ruler and Fidelia. Up towards the turn, it's Miss Siska, Amphitrite and Savatiano who's pouring on the pressure. They were followed by Aristia, who gets a run up on the inside if good enough. Further back Spanish Whisper and then Spanish Reef and then Baccarat Baby. Noir the fence. Pahudakar were brought towards the middle from Princess Jenny. Melody Belle's one of the widest. Aristia drives up on the inside and takes the lead at the 300 metres from Miss Siska. Then Spanish Reef, and now Melody Belle is flying home. Aristia at the 150. Here comes the Kiwi star. Melody Belle up to Aristia. Melody Belle takes Aristia. What a body mare, a mighty mare. Melody Belle has won it by a length and a quarter. Aristia.
What an incredible horse she is. You knew she was a high-class performer in New Zealand, a consistent winner of Group 1s, but to do it in Australia, what does this mean?
It just goes to show how good and versatile she is. She's as I said back home, she just doesn't know when to not try, and you know, every time you go out she gives you 110.
Trainer Jamie Richards joins me. Jamie, congratulations. She's a superstar back home, and now she's a bona fide star in Australia as well. Her 10th Group 1. Can you believe it?
Yeah, it's awesome. Big thrill to get one, because we've been knocking on the door a little bit, but glad to get the monkey off the back.
You're only a young man. You've got a big job with Tiakau Racing. You went so close in the Cox Plate with Tiakau Shark last week. How does this moment rate in your training career?
This is awesome. This is what it's all about. Ginger Nuts won the Rosehill Guineas, and that was great. But to be back here in Melbourne in the springtime with one of our best horses, it's a big thrill.
They're all in, racing now. Just a little bit slow here. Van Cougar's going to go back, as to Pin Me Down and Pre Defer as well. Jennifer Eccles sprung away quickly. Here's the Mitigator and Call Sign Mav and Shadows Cast going forward. Jennifer Eccles settles down fourth. Loire is the fifth one. And then over on the outside, the next one is Melody Belle. Avantage a length back over on the inside. A length the next is Germanicus. Going through on the inside, two Illicit Superiors looking to drop back for cover behind those runners. They are followed around then by the next one, Sultan of Swing, as they go by the 1,000 metres. Then Pre Defer, Pin Me Down and Van Cougar as the Mitigator getting right on with it here. Opened them up by 8 lengths. Call Sign Mav second. There's 3 or 4 further away. Shadows Cast, Jennifer Eccles. Then we have Melody Belle. She's the next one as they run across the top of the track. Back behind that then Avantage tracking her. Loire the inside. Germanicus, two Illicit. They are pinging. Sultan of Swing, Superior. Pre Defer takes off. Pin Me Down and Van Cougar, the Mitigator, coming back to them here. From Call Sign Mav, who goes after it. Shadows Cast, Jennifer Eccles the inside. Melody Belle and Avantage starting to get to the outside now. Call Sign Mav goes to the Mitigator. On the outside, Melody Belle comes after them, and Avantage is starting to charge as well. Call Sign Mav on the outside, Avantage. Melody Belle in the middle is starting to fight back. 3 of them. Avantage, Melody Belle. She wants it more. They hit it. Oh, yes! I think Melody Belle from Avantage.
She's so tough, but Avantage got past us and then sort of eyeballed her, and she's like, not today. All perks to the mare, she's tough. I was happy to get the ride on her.
Line looks good. Glory Days in 1. Gates are back, racing in the Livermore. Beyond the Fort was easy out of the gates. Going back as well here is Dolcetto and Shadows Cast. Now near the inside, beginning quickly, Avantage. Pre Defer goes forward. Living on a Prayer, two Illicit and Bowden all press on. Polsey, Tiptronic behind these. Van Cougar on the inside as they run out of the home stretch here. The next one is going to be Vadavar, is followed then by Melody Belle outside. She's beyond midfield. Ocean Billy Whitey going forward, and then Sultan of Swing, who's around Dolcetto. Beyond the Ford, and Shadows Cast is the last of them. To the back of the track by the 1,400 metres in the Livermore, and Living on a Prayer gets on with the job here. Pre Defer, 2 lengths away second. Avantage straight into the trading position. Polsey next over on the outside as they buttoned it off here. 2 Illicits the next, and Tiptronic gets on the move. Bowden behind those. Ocean Billy in the middle, and then Glory Days, a length Van Cougar, Vadavar. Melody Belle a length back behind those, and off the rail Dolcetto the inside. Sultan of Swing around beyond the fort after the 1,000 metres, and Shadows Cast is the last one. More pace here as they run to the end of the back of the track. Living on a Prayer, Pre Defer is a half length away. Polsey wider. Ocean Billy's around them at the 800. Avantage behind them. Bowden goes underneath of her, and then Tiptronic, Van Cougar. Then we have 2 Illicit. Vadavar back on the inside with those runners. Glory Days as well. Now Melody Belle, she looks to improve by the 600 metres. Dolcetto behind that as they run down the side. Vadavar in front of it. Sultan of Swing, Shadows Cast, and beyond the fort. The field for the Livermore run up towards the home corner here. And it is Ocean Billy. Avantage after it. Pre Defer over on the outside. Wider out then Tiptronic. Now she's brought right to the outside. Melody Belle, and she is starting to charge right to the middle of the course. And she's got to the lead, Melody Belle. Avantage, Pre Defer fighting on. Oh, but here comes a dozen. Here comes the Queen of the Bay. Here comes the Queen of New Zealand racing. Melody Belle, way too good. She's the Queen of New Zealand, no doubt about that. Troy Harris loving it again on the line.
She was phenomenal today. It was just such a clinical performance, brought to the outside. And how confident was the ride? She was back with only 4 horses behind her. Was there any concern in the run, Jamie?
Oh, probably a touch. They only went steady the first sort of quarter half of the race, but yeah, she was explosive, and we don't really like to say too much leading into races or anything like that, but she just never put a foot wrong, and awesome. She's a great mare.
How does it feel for you as a trainer?
Oh, it's great. Like John and his team made the decision to bring her home after she'd gone a couple of pretty good races, really, without a lot of luck in Sydney, and you know, the team at home have done such a magnificent job with her, they really have. And I'd like to give them a big thank you because we have been under the pump a little bit. We've got staff in Sydney and in Riccarton, and you know, these guys are working from 3:30 in the morning through to 5 o'clock at night, and never once moan, just get on with the job and do the best for the horse. So we take great pride in the way that the horses are going, and we love to see them win for the wonderful owners that we've got.
And what's she done for your career? Just tell me that.
Well, you know, she 12 Group 1s today, crack $1 million. Group 1 winner in Melbourne. You know, we might look back in 10 years when we're struggling and say how lucky were we to have Avantage, Melody Belle, Probably, Tiakau Shark around us at the same time. So a big thank you to everybody, and you know, particularly Dave and Karen for going out and buying all of these horses and getting all of these new people involved in racing. Like, we just love this sport.